step back and line and feed me my opinions and assumptions. Tell me what to think, what to love, give me someone to hate. Give me perpetual war on TV and turn the news into entertaining sound bites easy on the ears and snapping.
Hello, hello. Can you guys hear me okay? Sorry if I am a little scatterbrained. I have a little bit of brain fog. Hey, Arch, Mandy. Hey, what's up, Ruckus? Thanks, man. Yeah, I really wanted to go live yesterday, but every time I got up and kind of sat at my desk, I just couldn't do it. I just had the aches and just couldn't get my thoughts focused. What's up, Jinx? Hey, Rory. Hey, Frank. D. Kelly, what's up? Hey, D. Fur baby. Thank you, Frank. Judy says, you must be better if you are here. Good. Yeah, I do feel okay right now. My head's not pounding. My temperature is back to normal. But the bad thing about it all is that it fluctuates. Like one moment you're feeling really good, and then the next you got the chills and your temperature's back up. You can't hold anything down. But I don't want to focus on my condition. I really just wanted to check in with you guys and see what's going on with you guys. Going through withdrawals, I think. Pretty sure I miss you guys more than you miss me. I love the conversations that we have. What do you guys know about Jimmy Duvall in regards to the Delphi case? Do you guys know anything about that? Is that something is that kind of like a dead horse that does not need to be beat anymore? I'm not sure. It really didn't make much sense to me before, but now it does. Hey, Polygraph. Yeah, Arch says pretty odd for an emergency motion not to have a hearing set yet. Hey, Mel. Good to see you, Cold Truth. Duvall. Yeah, I was reading the crimes. I mean, I don't know. It doesn't look like he was charged with anything after the fact, but I know that violent criminals like that don't seem to change. And I mean, he has to be one of the people that law enforcement looked into first, I'm assuming, right? Indy says, is anybody else surprised there hasn't been a ruling on the emergency motion? From my understanding, he's already been moved. That's what media was reporting last night on the matter, that he has already been moved. Where to, I don't know. If you're referring to Richard Allen, I believe he has already been moved. At least some reports are suggesting that. Fur Baby Daddy says, I've honestly never heard of him. Let me pull up a picture of this guy. Jimmy Duvall. All right, just bear with me. I'm going to copy this image. And then also I'm going to get an image of this newspaper clipping. Oh man, I have some brain fog for real. All right. So let me go ahead and pull this up on the screen. There we go. So that is what he looks like. Frank says no one has been cleared. Let's dig into Jimmy. Well, I think it's just, and I don't know much about him, but I read on Reddit today that apparently one of the young witnesses was given a sheet with different sex offenders from the local area, different POIs, and the young witness pointed this guy out. Now I don't know if she pointed him out because he looks just like Richard Allen and Richard Allen is a suspect, or was this guy with Richard Allen? I mean, I don't know. Apparently he's from Kokomo. But the only reason I'm bringing him up is because I read this article. It says here, man skips jury, pleads guilty, and this is from I think 1988 right here. Kokomo man avoided a criminal trial in Howard Circuit Court Thursday afternoon by pleading guilty to attempting to RAPE an 11-year-old girl last January. Jimmy Dale Duvall submitted his plea prior to opening of testimony in his trial. So apparently this guy tried to attack an 11-year-old girl at knife point and actually cut her throat and other parts of her body. Cold Truth says his crime was so horrible against that little girl. If I remember correctly, he does not have to register as a SVP. It was a part of his plea deal. Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, I don't even know. Do they have his DNA? They got to have it, right? I know they didn't start really taking prisoners' DNA until like the 80s. So I don't know. What's up, Phantom? Regardless, his picture should be plastered everywhere so parents know. I agree, because these are the types of crimes that these criminals will perpetrate again. They're reoffenders. And people who can't really stop doing what they're doing, if anything, they're only going to get better. I think 20 years in prison is a lot of time to figure out how you would get away with it the next time. Not accusing anybody, you know what I mean? Yeah, he does look a lot like Richard Allen. Thank you, Kels. Yeah, I'm feeling better right now. So I'm going to try to ride this wave here. Thank you. Does he work at the hog plant? I don't know. I'm going to look into this guy a little bit more. The fact that what he tried to do to a young girl at knife point and actually, that's just not something you shake out of your system, in my opinion. It's not something that just 20 years of prison doesn't just make you better. It doesn't make you a better person. If anything, it makes you a better criminal. I mean, I'm sure some are reformed. I just don't think when it comes to these types of crimes that it's possible. Good to see you, Derek. Thanks, Speech Fair. Appreciate that. Indiana felony DNA started in 2017. What? That's disgusting. Yeah, I saw that. I saw the appeal. I pulled it up on my case. I was expecting to see something recent, but he doesn't have any recent charges at all. Yeah, it looks like he has a scar on one of his eyebrows. Derek says, no way you do that once, you do that forever. Ricky Arian? No. I don't think I've heard that name before. Hey, V. Yeah, this will most likely be a short one, guys. I just wanted to check in with you. Hey, Melissa. I don't want to leave you hanging. And for any of you members out there who were looking forward to the members only live stream today with Steve, that has been rescheduled for sometime next week. It's not official, the date and time yet. We are in communication. I have some really good questions for Steve, and I don't want to half-ass things. I think Steve's going to be willing to give us a lot of his time, and I really want to take advantage of that. R. Barley says, I'm sick as a mofo too, Sleuth. I hope you feel better. I hope you feel better as well. Hey, Chopper. Good to see you. Hey, what's up, Grizz? Always good to see you. Speedy Gonzalez. What's up, Speedy? Thank you, Bobby. So what do you guys know about this guy? Anything? Anything I need to look out for, or look into? Okay, Mel's been digging into this. I watched the appeal hearing on him and got to digging. He got away with RPE, burglary, and assault because of a court mess up in Carroll County. Wow. Thanks, Chris. I appreciate it. Yeah, that's what I thought this was, Fangirl. I was wrong. Yeah, he looks like his brother. Ricky Arian. That sounds like somebody related to the Jordan Sofer case, if I'm not wrong. I don't know. My brain is kind of foggy right now. He's from Kokomo. Who was the Daniel guy on Frost Channel yesterday? Guess who bunched cop cars? Thanks, Steve. If his name is Ricky, I may have a lead. Hey, CJK. What up? What's up, Kevin? Yeah, this is just going to be a quick one, probably like 30 minutes. Oh, are you guys referring to the police activity in Delphi? That was just some kind of drug bust or something? Timed out. When were you ever timed out? Why would you be timed out? Who timed you out? Don't be timing out, Beach Fairy. But he's been many areas around the northwestern Indiana. Chopper says there's a lot of evil, strange people in them towns. I say 1 out of 10, no matter where you're at. 1 out of 10. You got 10 cops, 1 out of 10. Got 10 physicians, 1 out of 10. I don't think so. I saw all your comments, Beach. I think I even put them all up on the screen. I hope not. If so, I'm sure it was an accident. Really? I don't know how that happened. Who did that? Andrew Derringer says there was no arrest made, so most likely not a drug bust. Could be CSAM related. Could be anything. Is thought to be? Do we have any facts? Can we not spread misinformation around until we know? I don't live that way. Bossy lives in Peru, I think. Yeah, Bossy does. She's our boots on the ground. Shout out to Bossy, by the way. Yes, Derek. She's the one that was in the courtroom. She's the one that went down to the Wabash River search and was giving us. She was first-hand account of what was going on down there. Hey, Copper. Copper says, sending you get well wishes. Sometimes people get timed out accidentally, even blocked. My fat fingers. Went from flu to bronchitis to sinusitis. I don't know how to pronounce that. With the side of sprained ankle and hematoma on the shin. Yikes. Yeah, I almost fell down the stairs this morning. I got all dizzy and I was like, oh shit. Kevin says, I'm late. What's the story with that pick? Well, the guy's name's Jimmy Duvall. He went to prison in 1988 to about 2006, I believe. And he pled guilty to attempted RAPE of an 11-year-old girl who he actually cut with a knife. He cut her throat and other parts on her body. And apparently he lives in Kokomo and has connections to Delphi. And also there's rumors, and it makes sense now, but early on, somebody was able to make contact with one of the young witnesses and gave them some photos of local sex offenders and POIs that had been mentioned. And out of all of those images, the witness said, well, this is the closest resemblance, and pointed at Jimmy Duvall. Doesn't mean he was there. It makes sense now because he looks just like Richard Allen. So if anything, that's more of a case towards that. What are the odds, though, that two people that look alike, almost brothers, look like brothers but aren't related, take part in the same crime? What is the odds of that? Frank says, I'm making calls as we speak to find out what happened in Delphi yesterday. Well, I'm going to tell you one thing. There was drug busts and raids happening on homes before the Delphi murders, and they're going to happen after. So that's all I'm going to say about that. So I'll probably get out of here, guys, in about 5 minutes. If I'm feeling better, I'll check in with you guys again later tonight. But I can already feel like the chills coming back, so I might need to take some more medicine and get some water and maybe lay back down. What's up, Digi? Yeah, apparently there was a raid on somebody's home. Wasn't local police, from what I heard. Thank you, V. Ooh, oysters? That sounds yummy. Yeah, zinc. I don't have any zinc tablets, but I do have multivitamins that I've been taking. I don't know if that's going to help or not. I've been taking a lot of vitamin C. Thank you, Wanda. Good to see you. Cold Truth says, chill suck, get some rest. Yeah, so weird. Like my bones hurt. Yeah, I woke up in like a cold sweat last night. It was kind of scary. But I just popped some severe flu meds and didn't really get any sleep, but it made the chills and the pain go away for a little while. That's always good. Nobody, nothing, 1717. I'm going to have to talk to some people. I didn't know there was anything happening in Delphi yesterday. Haven't been there and talked to nobody for a couple weeks. Hey, super chat from V. Thank you. Get you some tussin. Thanks, V. I appreciate you. It was a known drug house. Yeah, from the rumors I heard about the activity, it might be drug related, but I really don't know. I don't have any information on what was going on. Those hot peppers are good for high dose of C. Yeah, that's a good idea. Beach Fairy says, so I was thinking it's involved. Maybe Richard Allen cracked. I'm not sure. Like I said, there's been drug busts before the Delphi murders. There's been cops raiding houses there all throughout, for reasons unrelated to Delphi. I don't see anything that this is related. I mean, just because there's a drug bust in Delphi doesn't mean it's connected to the Delphi murders, right? You guys aren't assuming that. I hope. Until we hear further info on it. Kelly says, get some rest. Have a feeling shit's going down in the next couple. I hope so. Then we will have plenty to talk about. Frank says, hot chicken broth. Oh, yeah. I had some chicken noodle soup yesterday. Oh, it was like a gift from God. Yeah, garlic. I mean, garlic's the answer for everything, really. I need to start putting that back in my diet more. Hey, Purdue, I will check into this. Take vitamin C. Rest well, my friend. Thank you. Yeah, the chills are very strange. I got the window, the blinds open, and the sun's just like shining right on me. It feels so good. You got it. Thanks for hanging out, Kevin. A beach fairy trying to get me stir up a witch's brew. Thanks, Speedy. Hey, Ruckus, I'm glad you're feeling better with no headache anyway. Yeah, feels like it's coming back right now. It like fluctuates, goes up and then down like a roller coaster. And I said, next time I'm feeling okay, I'm going to jump on jump on a stream, check on my folks. Garlic keeps people and illness away. Well, in my younger days, if I felt any kind of illness coming, I would just eat like full cloves of garlic and then just go at it with a couple shots of tequila. That shit comes right out of your pores. Haven't tried that in a while. Plus, I don't like drinking too much hard alcohol in my older age. I feel like it hits me right in the liver. You know what I mean? It's not like it used to be. Spirulina? I don't know what that is. Thanks, V. How long has Ruckus been around? Just started seeing him approximately 2 months ago. I really enjoy his commentary and channel. Yeah, he's pretty new. And if you haven't went and checked out his channel, I highly recommend it. Put hella jalapenos and lime in your chicken soup. Well, I already do that. That's what I grow in my garden mostly is peppers. I like to pickle them too. I got jars on top of jars. 38-ish? No, I'm in my 40s. Early 40s. Egg drop soup? No thanks. That sounds nasty. Yeah, V, it is harder to recover from liquor. It's almost like it outweighs the benefits now, you know, for me. Like, oh, you get a little boost of energy and you're like, oh, and then in the morning you're just like, oh my God. It's not worth it. I don't know. Maybe it's a Mexican thing, Beach. I don't know. I don't know. Miss Dog Lover says, it's my birthday on Saturday. I'm dreading it. Why? Birthdays are a good time. All right, Frank, we'll change the subject. CJK says, enjoy your 40s. It's all downhill from here or from there. That's what I'm assuming. That's why I started working out, walking in the mornings. Like I do push-ups every day. You know, I do push-ups. I'll do some curls, some squats. Try to exercise a little bit. And I'm eating a lot better now. Because I know there's a certain point, like there's no coming back, you know. I figure you got to be in really good shape in your 40s to make it into your 80s and 90s, you know. Bono Esparza, do some menudo. Ooh, that sounds good. My wife is white. She's not going to cook no menudo. Menudo. Yeah, just something about that name, though, Indy. Egg drop. Ruckus says, I'm staying away from that channel for a while. What channel? Your channel? What channel? You better not be staying away from your channel. That's where I get some of my entertainment from. I will protest. Mark my words. Don't make me protest, Ruckus. I'll do it. Hey, what's up, Tech? Hey, good to see you, Heather. $28. I don't know. I'm still having fun in my 40s. I just feel like I'm getting better at life. You know, a lot of times we accept a lot of bullshit in our younger days that we really don't have to, you know, like false guilt and stuff like that. I've learned to kind of just be like, nope, not today. Gruz. Beach says, I used to party all night, crash for 2 hours on an armchair, and then go to work the next day. Yeah, I used to do that all the time. You know, they'd be like, when I was in my 20s and 30s, they'd be like, oh, yeah, we're opening up overtime or something like that for a weekend. Like, okay, sign me up. But then I would still go party on the Friday night, you know, and I'd come in and, oh man, I would have to hide from everybody. But I mean, I still dominated, you know. But yeah, just to be young like that again and how your body's basically Wolverine and shit. Quick to recover. Beach Fairy says, you don't look 40s at least. Thanks. I appreciate that. Poor Ruckus Rock's afraid of wooden spoons. Did I miss something? What's going on with this wooden spoon thing? Your check engine light. Oh man. Purdue says I will join the protest too. It won't be pretty either. We're talking chain to the door protests. We're talking Tiananmen Square. See, it's already started. Ruckus, you belong to the mob now. Oh, that's funny. You got to be on your best behavior. Oh, wait a minute. You can't say that to Ruckus. Oh, the wooden spoon? I did check. Well, I checked out his live, but I don't know if it was the one you're referring to. Yeah, Grizz is awesome. I would definitely check him out. He's a lot more active recently, too. I done started a whole thing with the spoon. So if you get timed out in Grizz's live stream, you got the wooden spoon. That's kind of funny. Yeah, the Grizzathon was dope. It was nice to snap out of a coma and see that somebody was actually live hanging out. Frank Arch posted some stuff on the Discord that basically proves his death. I don't know if you caught that or not. He posted some documents that might help what you're trying to do there. Yeah, he's pretty funny. Yeah, Grizz is dope. Don't get it twisted. Frank, are you saying that there's actually a conspiracy out there that Ron Logan is not dead? Like, who comes up with this stuff? I'm glad I don't run into that kind of crap. I must be doing something right. Yeah, D. That's why I took a break. I don't want any lung issues right now. I got some edibles in the fridge. I'm gonna tackle those, I think. Maybe tonight before bed. His timing was a bit off. Beach Fairy says, I feel bad. He spent some of his last years in prison for driving. May not have been the best dude, but still. Well, I mean, he was a habitual offender. All that stuff's on him. You don't have to feel bad for that. Just feel bad for him being accused all the time, without proof. People that accuse Ron Logan, um, who go above and beyond, if you notice, a lot of those people are from Indiana. So in my eyes, they're very suspicious. You know what I mean? Trying to pin it on somebody that's passed away with no real evidence is kind of a shameful thing. Now to say, well, he may be, he may play a role in the murders. Who knows? I think that's okay to say because it's very possible, but there's just nothing that really points to that. Nothing worth repeating, really. So all you Ron, this is to you, the Ron Logan cult out there. You guys make yourselves look very suspicious trying to change the narrative and point it at Ron Logan. All you're doing is putting a beacon right on top of your head. You don't see anybody outside of Indiana pointing at Ron Logan. So you guys are sus. No, just people constantly asking about but why are they asking? Beach Fairy says all because someone murdered girls on his property. Well, I mean, it's a lot more than that, but it's nothing solid. You know what I mean? It's kind of like the family blaming stuff. You can pile it on, but it doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? It's those people that try to blame the family and people like Ron Logan, they just pile stuff up. But why are they trying to point at a Ron Logan without like a real solid evidence? Like, why would you do that? Like, why would you go all in on a Ron Logan? To me, that makes you suspicious, honestly, especially if you're from Indiana and you're trying to say that Richard Allen is innocent, but Ron Logan is guilty. You guys know that there's people that are sending information to Richard Allen's defense team, trying to get Richard Allen off of the hook. You guys realize that, right? Certain YouTubers and private investigators are doing that. I just want to make sure you guys are aware of that. People are sending information to Richard Allen's defense team to help him get off of the murder. I want you guys to just kind of think about that for a minute. Chopper says, when they broke the Anthony Shots account news, do you think Richard Allen maybe logged in to Anthony Shots account recently? I mean, it could be very possible. I mean, they didn't mention Kagan Klein's name. They said, we want information about the Anthony Shots account. Well, they knew damn well that Kagan Klein created it, but they also knew that he wasn't the only one using it. So all these people that are out there hanging out with Tony Klein and saying he's not a bad person and all that, there's about a 1% chance that he's involved in this crime. So if you're hanging out with Tony Klein knowing there's a 1% chance that he's responsible or had anything to do with the murders, you're going to take that 1% chance? How disgusting is that? Think about that. And it's probably a lot higher than 1%, you know. The likelihood that he has something to do with this is probably higher. There's nothing that points to it, but there is a chance, you know. Just like there's a chance Ron Logan, there's a chance with TK. Is there anything that points to that? No. But why would you take that chance? That's disgusting. You can't apologize for that one when it comes out. When the cat's out of that bag, there's no going back. I will eat you alive. I will not let that go. Yeah, it is insane. It's crazy to me. I don't understand it. Like, you're trying to get Richard Allen off the hook. Why? What if he's involved? Like, what are you doing? I knew that would happen. I said it a long time ago. Yeah, they don't know what's going on. They don't know what they found at Richard Allen's. So you're going to go out of your way to try to get this man off the hook. Why? So crazy to me. Thank you, Frank. Slathering says more than 1% in my opinion. Yeah, but I mean, I'm going to just put 1% to be fair to these people. But if there's a 1% chance that somebody was involved in a double murder, I'm not going to go out of my way and become friends with these people. It says a lot, guys. I'm wondering if Sleuth should try that old method of tequila and garlic again on Insomnia Crew tonight. Oh, you would like that. You never know. I might need to. Thank you, V. Yeah, CJK says too much bad speculation that Logan is guilty. No proof of that, none whatsoever. And I don't know. I'm not convinced, you know. But I will admit that there is more that points at involvement or makes me more suspicious of Ron Logan than a TK. You know, I think there's absolutely nothing right now that points to TK. Nothing, absolutely nothing, other than the circumstances and things that allude to that. Sleuth Intuition, if it was on your property, would you have gone down there the day after walking around with reporters? I'd have to stay a mile away. I don't know. I mean, how else are you going to get back there? You know, it's his property. You know, if you're going to go back there, you're going to be with him. You know, I'm sure it wasn't his idea. Like, hey, media, come to my house. I'm going to show you the crime scene. No, they're probably banging on his door, you know. What's Sleuth's Discord? It's a members only Discord. Yeah, there's a lot of things that makes it suspicious, but Ron Logan has a history. If you look at his other probable cause affidavits for his crimes that made him an habitual offender, he tried to put somebody else in the driver's seat in those instances as well. So he has a history of doing that, of trying to create fake alibis. So it's not like he knew that the murders existed. That's why he created the fake alibi. If you go to his other probable cause affidavits, he did the same thing. He even tried to get an officer to lie for him, to say he wasn't in the driver's seat. Cold truth is tempting me with a good time. Forever Young says, I wouldn't associate with any of them before or now. And that's a good position. See, I can respect that position. Yep, go check out Grizz. That 1% also applies to people who choose to be friends with persons that have admitted to abusing child by slamming heads and have stalking or little girl charges against them. Hey, I agree. You know, I'm not here to judge anybody, but I'm not going to be friends with people that do that kind of stuff. Sorry. That's my decision. Archluck says, come on, you Logan crazies, use your brains. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, shit's crazy. Yep, guys, it looks like my energy wave might be over. Hang out for another 5 here. D says, go subscribe to Fig. CJK says he had to have been looked at. Logan, his life under the microscope. What do you think about KK's cousin using the shots account and being... There's absolutely nothing that points at that. about TT. I mean, there's a lot of arguments for the pro Ron Logan being involved group. One being the fact that they never really searched his out properties. They were only able to search his home under a probation search. You know, when you're on probation or parole or whatever, they can search you whenever they want. They just can't search your entire property. You know, they're looking for alcohol, guns. They're looking for stuff like that. They didn't really search all his property until like what was it, March 11th or something. So just keeping, you know, keeping it 100%, keeping it real. I mean, he had plenty of time to hide evidence, but there's just nothing that said he tried to hide any evidence. And I mean, it would be hard to hide all that blood. You think, like, how do you hide that? Well, hope to see you soon, Beach. Hey, Mustang. 50 likes and 109 in the chat. Yeah, what's up with that? Yeah, Arch, you've been a great addition to the crew here lately, man. I appreciate you. Thank you, sir. Slatherings says her video is going to play a big part. That's TK on the bridge, in my opinion. Someone had to account for what the witness saw, and that was apparently Richard Allen. The only thing that puts Richard Allen on the bridge is Richard Allen himself. Yeah, I don't know if the witnesses were given a lineup. I'm assuming after they arrested Richard Allen, they did. I'm assuming that they went to all of the witnesses that were who were mentioned in the probable cause affidavit. I'm sure they went and provided them a lineup and they said, well, that's the closest one. I think that's him right there. And they probably all pointed out Richard Allen, but I'm just assuming. RMB says Richard Allen is 100% BG. I don't know if he's 100% BG, but I'm pretty convinced that he is. I'm pretty convinced he looks like him. The only reason a lot of people were talking about this Jimmy Duvall guy was because he looks like the bridge guy. Well, who does Jimmy Duvall look like? He looks like Richard Allen. They look like brothers. So if anything, that points more to Richard Allen's involvement. So thanks, CJK. Furby says not Ron Logan on the bridge. Nope. And I can't even say that 100%. Do I think that's Ron Logan? No. The amount of time that I've spent on that video, I can't say 100% with 100% certainty that's not him. But from everything that I've seen, the closest match ever is Richard Allen. I mean, it was almost one of those moments where you hit yourself in the head, you know, you're like, what, how did they not see this? Yeah, Beach, I plan to. Starting to feel all crazy again. Yeah, I will admit, Kevin, it was a little strange the way he talked about it. But I mean, what are you going to do? You can either hide in your home, hide from reporters. You can hide from the fact that the most brutal murder that ever took place in Delphi happened on your property, or you can take it head on. You can come out and publicly say, "Hey, like this is really strange. Can you believe it? A double homicide on my property." It's like no matter what, it's kind of like the Derek German effect. Like he stayed out of the limelight, but things haven't gotten worse for him, you know. So that was actually almost the smartest move, just to stay completely away from the media, don't talk, because then people can't skew your words. They can't take what you say and spin it into something else. But yeah, I have to admit, it did seem strange. But I've never had a double murder happen on my property, so I don't know how you're supposed to act. That's the thing. Like, none of these victims or these people that are involved in these crimes, they're not supposed to act a certain way. There's no training for this. All right, guys, we're going to start winding down here. Yeah, I got to get off. I think my meds are wearing off. Let's play this one. Hey, what's up, Hybrid Pisces? I'm pretty convinced Richard Allen is BG2, but have learned not to be 100% anything in this case. Yep. That's how I feel. In slathering, sometimes I feel like I do. In some of the frames, I feel like, but there's so much pareidolia, you just can't be sure. But yeah, there are some of those frames where it looks like there's a gray mustache. Not that I know of. Yeah. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Starting to feel kind of crazy. But you guys enjoy the rest of your day. If I feel better, I'll check on you guys later tonight. Otherwise, peace out. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Later, guys.
Take my life force, free production. On the ending of it all, you'll have something, I'll have nothing. Just give me the good life and tell me it's all alright. I don't want to know anymore. Keep me blinded, take my rights, hold me down, restrict my thoughts and control my movements. I like to be watched, it makes me feel a safe little consumer. Deprive my senses, a thin line between life and existence. I want to be average, no longer class, liberal misfit. Just give me the one world government which makes war upon the different. Just give me the class-based society where I know I'm insignificant, and I know that I can't fight it, and I know that it's decided. All above my head by those who keep on taking what I've provided. A simple life, so please just plug me into entertainment. Save me from a life of responsibility, give me containment. Keep me constricted physically and mentally restricted. Leave me fear of open spaces, leave me blind to all your cages. I don't trust you, I don't believe you're right, but I don't care. I don't trust you, I don't know you, but I know that fighting is to spare. I don't trust you, I don't believe you're good or well intended. You don't know me, but that doesn't change the fact that you control me.